I don't know.
I still Jesse's spot.
Oh, he used to sit there.
Jesse is.
Yep. He's over there.
Can I have a volunteer to light the candle? Okay. I need two more volunteers. Let's press this one up. Just one. Anyone else? Place it down. Sadhu.
Dear spiritual friends, before we start our meditation, let us do our regular chanting. Please turn to page number 5 of your chanting book. Salutation to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. The three refuges. Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dhammang saranang gacchami. Sanghang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami. Dutiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi Dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi Sanghang saranang gacchami. Next page. 5 precepts. Panatipata Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Adinadana Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Kamesu Micchācara Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Musavada Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. Suramira Manja Pamadantana Veramani Sikkhapadang Samadhiyami. The opposite page. Affirmative vows based on 5 precepts. Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and a long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and heedfulness. Next page. Homage to the Buddha. Iti piso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho Vinjacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu Anuttaro purisa ධම්ම සාරති සන්තා දේව මනුස්සානං බුද්ධෝ භගවාති. Homage to the Dhamma. Swankatu Bhagavata Dhammo Sanditiko Akaliko Elipassiko Openaiko Panchatang Veditambo Vinyuhiti. Homage to the Sangha. Supatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ujjopatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Nyayapatipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Samiji Patipanno Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Yadidam Chantari Purisa Yugani Anda Purisa Pungala Esa Bhagavato Savaka Sangho Ahuniyo Pahuniyo Dakineyo Anjali Karaniyo Anuntarang Punyam Ketang Lokasati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Offerings. Offering of light. Ghana saram paditena Dipena tamadang sina Tiloka dipang sambuddhang Pujayami tamodam. Offering of incense. Gandha sambhara yudhena Dhrupenahang sugandhina Pujaye pujaniyantang Puja bhajana muttamang. Offering of flowers. Vanna gandha gunopetang Etang kusuma santating Pujayami muning dasasa Siripada saroruhe Pujemi buddhang kusumena nena Punyena metena labami mokkhang Ukpang milayati yata idam me Kayo tatayati vinasa bhavan. Offering of water. Adivase tuno bante Paniyang parikampitang Anukampang upadaya Pati ganhatu uttama. Offering of drinks. Adivasetu no bhante Gilana panchayang imang Anukampang upadaya Patigan hatu uttama. Worship of shrines. Vandami cetiyang sabbang Sambetane supatintitang Saririka dhatu mahabodhing Buddha rupang sakalang sada. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Wish of well-being. Incheva manchante namaseniyam namaste mano ratenante yang punyabhi sandang vipulang alantang tasanubhavena hatante rayo. Reflections on the teaching of the Buddha in English. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one is fixed or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows like the wheel that follows the foot of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one is fixed or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like one's own shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent actions towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These bonds of sympathy function in the world like a linchpin in a moving cart. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities as the smith removes the dross from his silver. For one who mindfully develops boundless loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened, and the freedom from clinging is seen. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All things are not self. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Welcome everyone for the meditation session. So let us all help each other to engage in a wholesome practice. We are going to cultivate our loving kindness and also the cultivate our skill of mindfulness. And these two qualities are very important in our life. By cultivating loving kindness, we cultivate our inner goodness, our wholesome emotional side in our life. By cultivating mindfulness, we develop our alertness, our ability to have insight and wisdom, which is the other cognitive part of our life. When we cultivate the cognitive and the emotional aspects in our life in a balanced way, we are balanced beings. So rejoice this moment, rejoice this opportunity for us to dedicate ourselves 100% to look into our own mind and cultivate these wholesome qualities. So this moment is very precious because finally we got a time to fully dedicate to cultivate these qualities in our mind. So rejoice this moment and develop deep appreciation. And at the same time make a determination that I will engage in this practice wholeheartedly. I will make use of this wholesome space, this friendly gathering, and I will use this guidance and I will engage in a committed practice. Make that determination now. With that determination, let us listen to the sound of the bell and the chant and help ourselves to gather our attention to this moment. Let us gather our attention from outward attention to inward attention and try to use our body as an anchor to be here and we draw the attention inward. Try to feel your body, how it is touching the chair or cushion. Feel the pressed muscles and feel any touch sensation in anywhere in your body. So throughout the bell and the chant, try to go around your body and be with your body. Feel your body. Let us stay with our body. We will allow this body to further relax. This is a good time for us to allow this body to further relax. We are all sitting in a very safe place, in a very friendly environment. So we can let go of all the concerns and allow our whole body, all the muscles to relax, to loosen up. You can help your body to further relax by gently lengthening your breath. You may gently lengthen your breath, taking a very gentle, slow, longer breath, allowing a little bit more air to come to your lungs gently, and releasing that breath very slowly, little by little, relaxing the chest and the belly. Take such few long, deep in-breaths. Your body, all the cells of the body will be happy to receive more air, more oxygen, and they will happily relax if we allow longer in-breath and slower out-breath. If you feel any tightness or any stiffness in any parts of the body, bring your close attention to that area. While you are watching, feeling that area, take a gentle, long, deep in-breath. And while you are breathing out, allow that area to open up and loosen up. With every out-breath, relaxing, releasing, loosening the whole body. With this relaxed body, we will now bring our whole attention to our mind itself. Let us gently watch the thoughts, memories that are surfacing in our mind right now. We will We will simply watch whatever the thought or memory that may be surfacing right now. Simply keep watching without suppressing any thought or without developing any one thought. We will simply keep watching, noticing whatever the thoughts keep arising in our mind, one after the other. Various thoughts keep coming up. But right now, let us purposely generate a wholesome thought. Instead of these random thoughts just coming one after the other, all different memories and thoughts. But let us now purposely generate a wholesome thought. While thoughts can occur in our mind, we also can generate thoughts. So let us take some charge of our mind and generate a wholesome thought, a wholesome quality in our mind. One of the best, the most wholesome qualities in our mind is loving kindness. Loving kindness is the willingness in our heart for everyone to be well. Loving kindness is the friendliness towards all beings. It is the goodwill, a wish of well-being towards everyone, the attitude of benevolence. That is loving kindness. We all have that loving kindness as a capacity in our mind. In the deep in our mind, we carry this willingness for everyone to be well. We always carry a silent wish for everyone to be okay, everyone to be well. Let us now allow that wholesome wish come to the surface of our mind. No matter whatever other thoughts you may have, no matter whatever memories you may have of the day or week, just dig them in and then recognize this inner capacity of loving kindness. Am I okay if everyone is fine? Am I okay if all people, all beings are happy? If it is yes, you have that capacity. Just bring that wholesome quality out and make it dominant, make it prominent in our mind. loving kindness. Let us generate that wholesome wish. How good if everyone is free from all suffering. How good if everyone is fine. Let us generate that wish. Let us open our heart with genuine willingness for everyone to be well, with no conditions, with no reservations, open heart, wishing everyone well-being. Let us cultivate this wholesome wish by directing this wholesome wish to all different kinds of people and beings. Where loving kindness is like a little light in our heart, little torch. We will throw that light to all different groups of people and beings and wholeheartedly wish them all well-being. We will start expanding this wish like we expand in the light bigger and bigger. Before we expand it to others, let us throw that light of loving kindness to our own body, wholeheartedly wishing this whole body sitting here, this whole organism sitting here, and this body has been helping us to live this life for many, many years. All these organs, all the systems of this body support our life. With deep appreciation, let us direct that light of loving kindness to our whole body. Repeat these wishes in your mind. May this whole body be relaxed. May this whole body be healthy. May this whole body be healed. May these lungs, the whole respiratory system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this heart, cardiac muscles, the whole cardiovascular system be healthy, be healed. May this digestive system, all the organs of this whole digestive system, the stomach, liver, pancreas, intestine, colon, the whole digestive system. Be well. Be healthy. Be healed. May these kidneys, whole genitourinary system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this nervous system, the spinal cord, all the nerves, the brain stem, the middle brain, frontal lobe, the whole central nervous system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this whole body, may all the muscles, all the bones, all the cells of this whole body be well, be healthy, be healed. Let us now expand our loving kindness. Let us direct that light of loving kindness to all other people wholeheartedly, wishing all of them the same well-being. Bring to your mind all the beloved people, the people who care for you so much, all the beloved people in your life. Radiate this loving kindness. Direct this light of loving kindness to all of them. Beloved family members, friends, may they all be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. Let us radiate this loving kindness beyond those beloved people to all other people. Let us direct this loving kindness to all people living in this whole surrounding area, including everyone meditating in this hall right now. May all these friends meditating here now and all people in this surrounding area, may they all be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. Let us radiate loving kindness far and wide. Let us expand this wish, expand this light of loving kindness to all people living in all directions, beyond this surrounding area to all faraway places. May all people living in this whole city, in these surrounding cities, may all of them be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. Let's keep radiating this loving kindness far and wide, taking a moment to think about all people living in faraway places. May all people living in faraway cities, in faraway countries, may they all people living in the direction of our front, living near and far, be well, be healthy, be peaceful. May everyone living in the direction of our right, near and far, be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. May everyone living in the direction of our back, near and far, be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. May everyone living in the direction of our right, left, may all people living in this direction right now, in our left, be well, be safe, be healthy, Be peaceful. Let us expand this wish to all people who are suffering due to natural disasters, people who are feeling unsafe, people who are suffering due to injuries and mental distraught. May they all be well, be safe, receive support and care. Be peace. May all people living in the areas where there are conflicts, may all these people find some safety. May they all be well, be healthy, be peaceful. May all people living everywhere be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. Let us expand this wish beyond human beings to all other living beings. May all beings living everywhere, all animals, from large ones to tiny ones, may all of them living everywhere be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. May each and every living organism, whatever life forms there may be, may all living beings, without exception, be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful, peaceful, peaceful. with this expanded wish of loving kindness, we will maintain this wholesome state of the mind, the loving kindness that embraces all beings, the loving light of loving kindness expanded traveling area with no boundaries. Rejoice and abide in this expanded, limitless love. Maintaining this wholesome state of the mind. Let us now gently rest, allowing our mind to come into a deeper and deeper level of calmness. We will use our breath as a way to deepen our peace, our calmness. Let us rest with our breath for next few minutes, silently watching our breath, resting our mind on our breath. In this peaceful, calm moment, you can feel the natural flow of your breath moving through your nostrils and touching the inner walls of your nose, filling your lungs. You can feel that air coming out through the nose and touching your upper lips. If you want to feel it clearly, maybe you can take few long deep in-breaths just to start. Feeling the sensation through the inner walls of the nose, sensations in the lungs and upper chest. Let us try to feel this movement of the breath. Mindfully feeling the air moving through and feeling the air coming out. Noticing the subtle changes happening in the muscles in the chest. Very gentle movement. Let us try to stay with our breath. This breath is the most important function in our body. The breath is the most precious thing in our life. It is the proof that we are alive. Without breath, everything has no meaning. With deep respect, with deep appreciation, let us be with our breath. Bringing our attention back to the breath again and again. No matter how many times we have other thoughts and memories, we simply notice them, acknowledge them, and drop them and come to the breath again and again. Mindfully breathe in, mindfully breathe out. Dukkha patacha nidukkha bhayapattacha nibbhaya sukapattacha nisukha hontu sabbepi panino. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of your meditation. Gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. Let us take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have peaceful meditation in our life. Let us feel grateful to all great masters, enlightened teachers in the past who transmitted these teachings from generation to generation. Let us feel grateful to anyone who supported your practice tonight. Feel grateful to all the guidance and instruction, and to anyone who supported you to come here tonight. Let us also feel grateful to even to these non-living things which helped our meditation, including this cushion, this chair, this bell, and this device that help you to connect to meditation from home. With deep gratitude to all people and all things that made this meditation possible for us today. Let us say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay. I'm so glad that it was very silent and deep meditation. Any questions or sharing about the meditation?
We meditate to hopefully reach enlightenment. And when a person becomes enlightened, is he aware of the danger around him?
Danger of?
A danger around him, anything? So if like I present a bowl of rice to Buddha and have poison in the rice, will he know that to avoid it?
Okay, I think one thing is that we don't meditate to become enlightened. And I mean, that may be a culmination. Our goal is to, not to achieve anything, but actually get rid of many things, including, our, just to clarify, our goal is to, deal with our immediate, habits and patterns in our mind that may disturb our peace. So instead of focusing on the enlightenment, we focus on what we need to remove and get rid of. So therefore, so particularly in the kind of meditation that we are doing here has that kind of a practical goal. But you're talking about, what would be the nature of an enlightened sage?
Yeah.
That's a little, I don't know. Simple answers, I don't know. Yeah, but based on the stories and and then some of the records that we found in the Buddhist literature and also the Hindu literature, is that they are quite they develop their attention, so they may see even little detail of everything, because right now whenever I see anything, I see through my own frames of my my concepts. So whenever I open my eyes, I don't really see things as they are. I only see the things through my concepts, through my frame. So I have a very biased and limited vision, even when I look at anything. I only see the colors that I prefer. I will see the other one too, but for the enlightened beings, it's quite different from that. So he will see the details. So they may be aware of the danger of the danger of their life, but they don't have fear of death. They don't have attachment to life. They only live with compassion to be helpful to others. So that is the only a motivation. So if there's any imminent death, they will embrace it.
But isn't Buddha reached the level of Jannah 9 or 8 that he can read the mind of people? So if he can read the mind of people, can't he read the intention of that person, if he's going to hurt him or not?
If he paid his attention, yeah, it's not like he's not like reading everyone's mind around him. If he really want, he need to settle his mind and then direct his attention. Then he will know. Yes. Yeah. If he need, he will.
So
Yeah.
I bring him a bowl of rice.
Rice.
Has poison in it.
Yeah.
Can he read my
And
intention?
yeah, maybe he will detect. He will detect. You are coming with the wrong motivation. Yes. But who wants to poison an enlightened being? Yeah.
His cousin.
Yeah, he had a problem. Yeah. Maybe the nature will protect him. He has the power even to digest the poisonous food. Yeah.
Because there is another religion where there is saint or holy people whom died from poison. So, but people worship them because they consider them, holy people. So I wonder if these people were enlightened or not. I mean, they make them so precious, so holy people. Yet all of them died from poisoning. So, if they, I was doubted if they were enlightened. They should know.
But I think the very term enlightened can mean so many things. Maybe it means different thing in different culture, different things in different religion, and the very word enlightened is also very new. Actually, we can say awakening. We can say so I think so. So we can have different levels of understanding, different levels of opening our mind. For all these different levels are called enlightenment. So it's not really one thing, different from different culture. Yeah. So we need to think about that. Yes.
I was going to ask, what is the proper way to sit during meditation? Because I noticed that I was having a hard time, I guess, getting comfortable. What is the right way to sit?
Welcome to the club. That's the common issue that we all are, going through. There are a number of ways we can sit, but don't expect that will happen at once. Just like our mind need to be trained, our body also need to be trained. So our body has certain habits, our muscles have certain memories, our muscles have certain levels of flexibility. So all this has to be adjusted and changed. So it takes time, and the key So you can sit on a chair or sit on a cushion, sit on a bench. But the guidelines for the meditation is to keep the natural shape of the spine, which it takes some time to get used to it. Natural shape of the spine. Okay, anyone who has done any anatomy, how can you explain the natural shape of the spine?
That's natural curve.
Yeah.
Good.
Exactly. There are three curves in our spine.
Yeah.
You have, on the lower back, we have, inward curve, we call lumbar curve. And when you come to the middle, we have opposite curve, what we call thoracic curve.
Thoracic.
Thoracic curve. And we go near our neck, we have other curve, cervical curve. So you have these three curves. So adjusting, creating that inner arch of our lower back, and then maintaining the other shape, and then relaxing our without what you call
Slouch.
yeah, slouching, and you keep the inner arch and you keep the other natural shape, and then you drop your shoulders, and then so that is the key. And then also make sure that you both sit bones are touching the ground. So but it gradually, so maybe we can start with shorter sessions and then gradually expand it.
Okay.
Any sharing from our, other friends, how you manage, anyone like to share your own,
I still struggle.
everyone is struggling, yeah.
I find if I make very, very, very slight movements, so if I feel my back starting to get tight, or my mind gets it, if I make the slightest movement, it goes away.
Yes.
Just the slight.
Very slight.
It's just barely moving. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Gentle adjustments.
or
I think it helps keeping your arms relaxed too. You don't have the pressure or your imbalance.
Okay.
And sitting on your sit bones helps.
Yeah.
I've been trying to meditate for many years. And I remember the time I actually sat with you in Kalyani's home.
Yeah.
7-8 years back, I could not meditate. Many sessions I tried. But it has taken many years. But even now, there are some days when I'm excited about it. Let's say a good news. Like I just got one today. It's very hard to focus there. But then I was reminded, like you said, there are always going to be flying monkeys, but then you let them be.
Yeah. Don't chase after them. Don't chase after them. Yeah.
The acceptance that they will be there, they will quieten themselves. Like I think you had said in one of the sessions that on the surface the sea is very not calm, but under the lower layers of water is very calm. So if we imagine those, it helps me. Or think about it in grass or something.
So I've only been here for a few times, and the after effects are so profound for me. But it only lasts for like maybe 2 days. So I guess I'm curious, what can I do on a daily basis to practice with my limited knowledge so that when I come here, I can get more from it?
Yeah. So, actually, you can do a shorter version in every day. If you can do in the morning. So you start your day with shorter recitations and shorter meditation. So then you do mini versions of that every day when you start the day. So you can maintain the momentum. Yeah. Otherwise, we had to do every 2 days. We had to have a session. But yeah, so we have some recorded guided meditations. So maybe you can.
On the website.
No, it's about upon request we can,
Oh.
we can give. So maybe you can use them and then do a daily practice.
Okay.
So every dawn you practice.
Yes.
Yes, brother.
In at the beginning, some of the meditations you would focus on Buddha. How do you advise us to think about Buddha in our meditations as in part of sort of the way that religion treats God? Or I'm just curious, like how do
Yeah, how you attended those meditations, like focus, visualizing the Buddha image?
in the book that we were using,
Oh, chanting?
the chants?
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
We're venerating the Buddha.
veneration. Oh, okay. So not the meditation, right?
I guess not.
Not, yeah, the chanting. Yeah, okay. Because there are also meditations that, you focus your mind on the virtues of the Buddha. And sometimes for that, you visualize an image of the Buddha and then you focus on the qualities of the enlightened mind. That's more like inspiring, generating more inspiring, more enthusiasm, it's more like an emotional meditation. So there are forms of meditation called meditation on the Buddha, but I thought you were asking about that. But you're asking about, when we make these offerings and doing chanting, right? Yeah. When we make these offerings of the Buddha, to the Buddha, what we aim is to express our gratitude before we practice the meditation. It's like, expressing gratitude to the teacher before you practice the technique. So you want to deeply appreciate, his wisdom, his compassion. So that's one reason that we offer, flowers and everything. And he was definitely, born as a human being, lived lived as a human being. But definitely he was able to, go beyond the limitation of ordinary mind. So in the process of awakening, maybe enlightenment, or whatever, that change, transformation happen in such a stage. In case of the Buddha, actually he kind of transcended the limitation of human mind. So although he's in human body, his mind is not limited. It cannot be categorized as human, because that category has certain characteristics. So he has gone beyond that. So if someone came and asked from the Buddha, are you a deity? He said no. Then he said, are you a demon in disguise? He said no. And so he has all different categories, and then even at least at the end he has. Then in that case, are you a human being? He said, no, I'm not an ordinary human being. So that's why we use the term Buddha. So Buddha is not his name. It's the the state that he achieved through through developing his mind. So, but he is not like like a creator god or anything. He just went beyond the limitation of human mind, and and discover the possibility of transcending our limited capacity of body and mind. So so I think it's very difficult to categorize. It's not a deity or a god. It's not a human being. All those are categories that we carry in our mind. So in order to understand the Buddha, we have to let go of all the previous categories and understand how the consciousness in mind can reach beyond the limitations. Yes.
So with a lot of other religions, you have like a core text. Like if you're Jewish, you have the Mosaic Law, and then you have the Talmud, and all that. For Buddhism, what is the core text? What is like the Bible?
Oh, yeah. Anyone? I think can you answer? Do you have any studying? Yeah. So yes, actually, yeah. We have 3 baskets. That would be the easy answer. Buddha lived for 45 years after he became the Buddha. So therefore, he has a long teaching career. Therefore, he gave so many sermons, so many teachings, so many guidance to all different kinds of people, to monks, nuns, and lay people, to farmers, everyone. So therefore, he had a long career. After his passing away, within the first 3 months, all the immediate disciples got together, and they selected the main teachings of the Buddha, and then they categorized them into 3 categories, 3 collections. We call 3 baskets. So those are the so then we have, and then those we call them discourses of the Buddha. So there's a category called long discourses of the Buddha, middle length discourses of the Buddha, and short discourses about the numerical discourse about the, so there's a whole canon. Yes, there's a whole canon that have been preserved from generation to generation.
Okay.
So as you know, amongst when we were training, we had to memorize so many of those discourses. Yeah. We will chant one at the end. Yeah.
So that's where where this stuff comes from.
Part of this, yeah, part, you know, there's a section called, yeah, the part of this are from that canon. Others are we just, you know, express our gratitude to the Buddha, it's not from the Buddha. So there are some sections from the Buddha here, but others are like a devotional expression, you know, that we do to the Buddha. Yeah, yeah, thank you. Okay, today I was planning to discuss another topic, but it just, you know, but this I like this, you know, organic, you know. Yes, yes. Do you have time, Bante?
Yeah, we have
Yeah.
10 minutes. Yeah.
10 minutes, but this is not easy to finish with the 10 minutes. Maybe brief one, you know. Yeah. Maybe if you have any other question again, because these days, yeah, okay. You go ahead, yeah.
I'll try to fill the 10 minutes.
Hey, okay.
No, this is my first time.
Welcome, you know, nice to
Very
have you.
grateful, very grateful to be here. Is every session similar, or like in terms of meditation, or are there different kinds of meditation?
Very boring. I think I'm glad that you asked that question. You know, every day we do chanting, we do guided meditation on loving kindness and silent meditation on breathing. There are other forms of meditation that we so far haven't done it, but I'm planning to introduce other, you know, types also. Then our discussion will be different from different days. And so, you know, I had an interesting discussion, you know, not only you, so, the people who used to come regularly, they were asking, why don't you do the same meditation? You know, the Americans, they always want a new thing and change. Why don't you change, you know?
I like it.
Why don't you change, you know, like a different meditation? And then I had to explain, you know, again, this is a training. This is a training, like a training to our body and training to our mind. So the training means, how you define the training? Practice. Practice means repeatedly doing same thing again and again and again. Again, it becomes your default, you know, natural part of you. So because it's a training, just because you do loving kindness meditation one day doesn't mean that you will be full of loving kindness, you know, thereafter, right? So you have to do it again and again, again, again. Then there's a cultivation, there's a training. That's why one reason that we do the same meditation again and again, same week, and then we cultivate the same quality, we revisit the same quality. It's like we fire same neural network every Wednesday. I mean, if you do every day, so you keep it like firing and firing and firing, then it become a strong network, and it's available anytime to, you know, fire next time. So therefore, we'll do the same meeting. But I have other plans too.
I'll just say that there can be subtle differences when there's a different guide, a different monk guiding it.
Yeah, exactly.
As you keep coming and you have different monks lead it, you
Yeah.
pick up on those subtle differences.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm happy with either one, but
Do you have education classes like?
Oh yes.
Oh.
Yes, actually, usually I offer classes, some classes in summer and then in December. So in May, I'll be offering those classes again. Yeah. Right now, I'm busy with other teachings. You know, yeah. So we used to offer classes on introduction to Buddhism, and then there was another class on, death and dying and sickness. Yeah. So, but I offer classes on May. Yeah, on May and June. Yes.
So, all the meditations we do, we start by grounding ourselves in our body and feeling the body and being present in our sensations. How do you manage when the sensations in your body are unpleasant because you're sore or you're sick or you're injured? Do you lean into those feelings, or do you try to kind of push through them and only focus on the mind?
That's a good question, actually. So definitely, you know, the awareness of the body and our sensation of the body is a grounding practice. And before we move into any object of meditation, we just want to develop that body awareness. And then, yes, when we pay attention to our sensation, there are pleasant sensation, there are unpleasant sensation, there are neutral sensations. And then the way we deal with those sensations in the meditation is actually to accept them, and so the whenever we have unpleasant sensation in our normal mind, we focus too much on that unpleasant sensation to the point that we ignore all other sensation available in different parts of the body. So that's what we normally do, right? We feel our toe only if we have some soreness there, right? Otherwise we have no idea of the toe, right? So in the meditation, in the grounding practice, we try to enhance our awareness to all different kind of sensations. So even we have unpleasant sensation, we don't want to push it away. We just observe it. We acknowledge that unpleasantness, but we try to use it as an anchor. All this unpleasant is kind of keeping me here, not lost in the thoughts, right? So you use it. But if it's really painful and you need medical attention, you have to deal with that. But otherwise, we treat it as a support. Yeah. But when we expand awareness to other sensation, it becomes less problematic. So it becomes a pain. Even we don't want to call it a pain. We just say prominent sensation. And the moment we call it a pain, we develop resistance towards it. But when we enhance our awareness to all other sensations, like, okay, I have this pain over here. Sorry, prominent sensation over here, right? And so it's really demanding my attention. I say, oh, okay, I see you. Hi, I see you. I feel the unpleasantness. But I don't stop there. I don't narrow my attention there. I also expand, okay, how do I feel over here? How do I feel over here? How do I feel over here? So while acknowledging that sensation, I am also expanding awareness sensation to other parts of the body. Then I begin to feel this whole field of sensation, including this prominent one and other ones. Then this prominent one has less power to bother me. So that's a different attitude that we want to develop.
Also is a powerful reflection on how our mind works too. We only think about our toe when it hurts. We only think about our friendships if they're in peril.
Yeah.
We should make an effort to be more mindful about the
Exactly.
regular scope.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, so we just go through the body, acknowledge, any other quality, usually pleasant, unpleasant, neutral, and then our normal reaction is actually whenever we have unpleasant sensation, we resist, we want to get rid of. We have pleasant sensation, we want to hold into it, we want to keep it longer, and we have neutral sensation, we ignore them. But in the grounding exercise, we want to feel them all without either wishing it to stay longer or with wishing it to go away, or not ignoring, just going through it with full acceptance. And as it's a good exercise, as I mentioned, and then when we have this full awareness of the whole field of the sensation, we can handle any sensation. They are like ropes to ground you here, not like a balloon going all the way up, yeah. Otherwise our mind can go to all different stories and imagination and this. So I remember when we are in a retreat and one was talking about his pain in his leg, and then he said, okay, I have sympathy for you, and let's do some adjustment of your posture, but I'm glad that at least you are not lost in your thoughts. You are right here with the pain, no choice. You are in this present moment, dealing with this, So at least you are here, not lost in the thoughts. Okay. We can have one more question to kill the time. Yeah, I was planning to talk about natural disasters, but no time today. Yes, brother. Yeah.
So I've read the Bhagavad Gita.
Hmm.
Does that have any relevance? I understand it has relevance to some sects of Buddhism. Does it have relevance to this one, I guess?
No, actually, it's, the Bhagavad Gita and many other, the texts, they grow up in the same cultural, context, So there are so many things that as Buddhist followers can appreciate in Bhagavad Gita, because Bhagavad Gita is suggesting multiple ways that you can achieve the same goal. Like you can so you can achieve your liberation through developing insight. Or you can achieve the same liberation according to Bhagavad Gita by selfless action and doing your duty, your task without having any agenda, personal agenda. Or you can achieve the same liberation through through a surrender to a divinity, or to and through devotion, or being devotion to divinity. So the Buddhist practice is more aligned with the first method, like achieving liberation through deeper insights. So the meditation is used to develop that deeper insights. But Bhagavad Gita has more options. Yeah, but it's in the Hindu tradition. So in India, there were two main traditions. One is called Vedic or mainstream tradition. Other tradition is called Shramana, more like a counterculture, so to speak. Renounce the tradition that like a more like a what you call reaction to mainstream social order. So those traditions are Buddhism and Jainism, and there are many other traditions too. So we call Vedic tradition and non-Vedic tradition, but they continue to breed, and they continue to influence each other. They grow together, and each tradition learn from each other. So by the Bhagavad Gita is quite early. By the time later periods, Buddhism has learned from Hinduism, Hinduism learned from Buddhism, and Jainism, and so they all grew up, learn from each other. So, but because in pre-modern period, only religious, the monks and nuns has the permanent religious identity. Common people were quite open. So there were no you had to be Buddhist, you had to be Hindu. There's no such categories. Only experts in every religion has a permanent identity. Others, common people are open. They just go to whenever they have a need, they will go to whatever their choice. Yeah. So anyway, so Bhagavad Gita is not a Buddhist text, but there are so many things that is resonance with Buddhist practice too. Particularly the first yoga called Jnana Yoga, the path of knowledge, is close to Buddhist practice. Welcome. I feel like in the class. Okay, so with that, let us move to the other part of the program today. And so turn to page number 14. So now it is time for us to share all the positive and wholesome energy we generated right here. So by coming to this practice today and doing this wholesome practice, this chanting, this meditation together, we were able to maintain a wholesome state of our mind throughout this period. As a result, we have generated so much of good, wholesome energy, good merits, good karma. And let us now share these good merits with everyone else. First of all, let us recall to our mind our departed relatives, our family members, our ancestors, who cared for us so much, who loved us so much, who are no more with us today. Let us recall them to our mind and be grateful to them and share this goodness with them. May all of our ancestors, our grandparents, or parents, or departed relatives share these good merits. May they be benefited from these merits. May they be well, happy, and peaceful wherever they may be. Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo. Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo. idang me ñatinang hotu sukrita hontu ñatayo. Let us also share these merits with all other living beings. If there's any living being in this world who would like to share this merit, may he or she do so. May all living beings share our merits. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Ittavata ce amhi sambhatang punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act quicken the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana. Purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge them all in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determine to be hateful. Okay, now we are going to do this blessing chant, wishing you all blessings for good health, peace, and happiness. We are going to chant the Loving Kindness Sutra given by the Buddha. This particular sutra was given by the Buddha with great compassion for all living beings. We will chant the same sutra for you now, wishing you all good health, peace, and happiness. You may also recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings with, your family members, your friends, people who need some help. Keep them in your mind and share these blessings with them too. May all of you receive these blessings. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Karaniya manta kusalena yantang santang padang abhisamincha sakko ojocha sojocha suvacho chasnsa mudu anatimani santosnsa kocha subarocha ampaginchocha sallahukavutti santrindriyocha nipakocha ampagambo kulesu ananugindo nacha kundam samacare kimchiena vignyo pare upavadeyon Sukino vake mino hontu sabbe santa bhavantu sukhitanta ye kechipana bhutanti tasavata varava anava සේසාදිකාවායේ මහං මජ්ජිමාරසංසකානුකතුලාදිට්ඨාවායේව අද්දිට්ඨායේ ච දුරේ වසන්ති අවිදුරේ භූතාවාසං භවිසීවා සම්බේ සත්තා භවන්තු සුඛිතාත්තාන පරෝ පරං නිකුම්බේත නාති මඤ්ඤේත කන්ත චිනං කංචේ ව්‍යාරෝසනා පටිග සංඥා නාඤ්ඤමඤ්ඤස්ස දුක්ඛ මිච්ඡේය මාතා යථා නියං පුත්තං ආයුසා ඒක පුත්ත මනුරක්කේ එවං පිසම්බ භූතේසු මාන සංභාවයේ අපරිමාණං මෙත්තං ච සම්බ ලෝකස්මින් මාන සංභාවයේ අපරිමාණං උද්දං අදෝච තිරියං ච අසම්බාධං අවේරං අසපත්තං තෙත්තං චරං නිසින්නෝවා සයානෝවා යාව තස්ස විගත මින්දෝ ඒතං සතින් ආදෙට්ඨේය බ්‍රහ්මමේතං විහාරං ඉදමාහෝ දෙට්ඨෙං ච අනුපගම්ම සීලවා දස්සනේන සම්පන්නෝ කාමේසු විනය්‍ය ගේදං නහි ජාතු ගම්බසෙයං පුනරේති ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන සොන්ති තේ හෝතු සම්බදා ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන සම්බ රෝගෝ විනාශසතු ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන හෝතු තේ ජය මංගලං සම්බේතියෝ විවජ්ජන්තු සම්බ රෝගෝ විනාශසතු මාතේ භවන්තන්තරායෝ සුඛේ දීඝායුකෝ භව භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ බුද්ධානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ ධම්මානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ සංඝානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ. Let us spend a moment of reflection. Try to recall to your mind some kind deed that you were able to do during your past few days. Think about an incident that you got an opportunity to be kind to someone, either with your speech or maybe your body, giving something to someone, helping someone. Recall to your mind an actual incident of a kind deed. Even a simple act of kindness. Let us rejoice these opportunities to be kind to others. On this day, or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings with my body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds, and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds, resolving not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, and gladly share this joy with all beings everywhere. May my kind deeds relieve the burdens of other beings. May my kind deeds shield me from all dangers and pains. May my kind deeds and merits that come from them help me in free my heart. Let us now record our mind whatever kindness we receive from others. During your past few days, someone should have helped you, someone have been kind to you. Just recall such a moment. Let us rejoice the goodness of others. On this day, or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others with their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds, and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in the goodness of others, being always ready to praise kind people and follow their example. I rejoice in the goodness of others, appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world. I rejoice in the goodness of others, expressing gratitude for any kindness done. May the kind deeds of others bring safety and happiness to many living beings. May the kind deeds of others foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings. May the kind deeds of others nurture goodness in me and many living beings. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, there are a few announcements. 13th of this month, which is a Sunday, we are having a nice ceremony here. Actually, it's a New Year ceremony. There are few New Years in a year. Actually, spring is a good time to celebrate New Year. So it's a cultural ceremony, actually, we call Sri Lankan New Year. There will be a lot of families and children, and there will be a session of some discussion and also session of forgiveness. So anyway, it's a cultural ceremony. So if you like to taste some Sri Lankan food and then enjoy cultural ceremony, so I can come on 13th, and that's we, because it's a spring is coming, and Bhante Kamalasuri have been pushing me, insisting me that we should have a spring clean. We plan to have a cleanup session on this Saturday, like only the outside, just clean up. So we plan to start that cleanup at 3:30 in the afternoon. So if any one of you, can come and spend an hour with us cleaning, around the garden, around those bushes and removing the twigs, and then we don't have much leaves, Bhante, right? Yeah.
They can use whatever they use their instrument in their house. They can bring in after they can.
Okay. So Bhante asking you to come with what you
how they clean their garden.
Maybe blower, maybe blower or rake, right? So yeah. So at that, it is at 3:30, and if you can come even at different time, and please let us know. So please come and meet Bante Kamal-Sri and let know, whether you can come at 3:30 on Saturday. Yes. And the other thing is actually I have been thinking about managing the lights of this hall. I like to like dim the light, and when we start the meditation. So I already contacted electrician, and he's arranging. I want to dim everything, but the problem is that we are live streaming our event. So therefore, when we dim the light, there should be another light that show us to the people. So I'm talking with him different plans. So and you can also support that project also to dim the light, and I'm going to change the whole lighting system. So please think about that. I will announce you when I get a budget. Thank you, everyone. So thank you. Really appreciate you being here. And those who join our YouTube, really appreciate your participation. And I hope that you enjoy our discussion today. Came from all these people. And so appreciate you. Look forward to see you again in another session. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Good night to all. Yeah. Please come to have a blessing string if you like to have one. Yeah, please come. It's your first time today?
I actually